Hello and welcome, Mama, to today's class, Mama and Baby Yoga class. But this time we're going to have a go at baby wearing and practicing yoga. So if you're like me and your baby really loves being carried and you find yourself wearing baby most of the day, then this class is perfect for you. You can just roll out your mat, leave baby undisturbed, and get some practice in. So today's practice is suitable from when you are 6 weeks postpartum, but generally speaking, it's however you feel in yourself, however your body is feeling, however far down the healing process you feel. Just tune into yourself, tune into what feels right for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting Japanese style, so we're going to come to just sit down with our sit bones on our heels. Going to bring our palms shining up to the sky and close over our eyes. It's easier when baby is sleeping. If your baby's awake right now, just do your best. So we're going to close over our eyes and start to tune into our breath. So focusing below the belly button, we're going to draw that inhale all the way up, expanding our belly as we bring that breath all the way up to the top of our throat. And exhale out of the nose. We're going to send that breath all the way back down to that starting position below the belly button, and we're going to draw our navel in. Let's do a few more. Inhale long and fine, draw the breath all the way up, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the navel back in, send the breath all the way back down, release the lungs completely. One more inhale, draw that breath up, expand the belly. Exhale, draw the navel in, send the breath all the way back down, feel the lungs empty completely. Just checking with how you're feeling today, how you're feeling in this very moment. Notice any particular aches and pains in the physical body as you sit here Japanese style. If you're feeling any pressure on your knees, for example here, just come out of this position, come and sit down on your bum, just get comfy. We're not going to be here for too long. Notice how you're feeling mentally and emotionally today or in this moment now. Maybe you've had a night of very broken sleep. Maybe you've really struggled to get through the day today. Maybe you've been busy out and about. Maybe you've had a productive day. And this practice is a chance to just slow down. Take it easy. Just come back to yourself for a few moments. Keep those deep breaths flowing in and out. Just checking now. We're going to do a quick body scan, just starting with the top of the head. Just inhale here. And become aware of any tension that may be existing for you today, anywhere in the head space. Maybe the front of the head, back of the skull, top of the head, there might be some tension here. Exhale, sending that awareness down now, past the cheeks, the jaw, the face, just noticing any tension that might be here today for you. Release that jaw, release those back teeth from clenching together as we send that awareness all the way down now, past the tops of the shoulders, the trapezius muscles. These muscles can be very tense, very tender, especially if you're carrying baby a lot. These muscles can take a lot of the weight of carrying baby. So just noticing how that area of your body is feeling today in this moment. Keep inhaling and exhaling as we send that awareness down now, all the way past the back, the chest, the breasts. Notice any tenderness that you're feeling here, maybe breastfeeding. Your baby is giving you quite tender, swollen, engorged breasts. Just tuning in with where you're at right now in your breastfeeding journey, if that's how you're feeding your baby. Sending that awareness all the way down now past the upper abdomen. Noticing any anxiety that might be existing here in this space. Down past the thoracic spine, then down towards the uterus, the womb space, just checking in with how you're healing and feeling here in this mummy pooch area that we all have. Very normal part of postpartum is having that mummy pooch as the core is weaker. The core's gone through a lot of transformation during pregnancy and giving birth. Notice now the lower back and how that's feeling. Again, lots of hormonal changes and shifts can mean sometimes postpartum we're getting a lot of aches and pains in this area. Just tuning in, checking in with the hips, checking in with the glutes, checking in with the perineum, the pelvic floor. Noticing how weak or strong this is feeling, noticing and tuning into any healing or traumas that may have taken place during the birthing process. Accepting and noticing without judgment. Inhaling and exhaling down now as we bring our awareness past those legs, noticing how the legs are feeling, the knees, all the way down to the ankles and the feet. Good. So we've now brought that awareness down across our whole physical body today. Okay, good. Hopefully you're feeling slightly more relaxed than you were a few minutes ago before the class started. From here then, mamas, we are going to lean forward, place that right hand down if you need to. Just give those ankles a quick circle, especially if you've been in Japanese seat for the whole time. Give them a quick circle. And now I want you to tuck your toes under. We're going to come into toe squat. Tuck your toes under and lean back, bringing those sit bones towards the heels. You're going to have the palms shining up to the sky. I want you to focus on tensing and drawing in that lower abdomen. We're going to hold it here, taking some lovely, nice deep breaths. 5 rounds of breaths here. Make sure shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Come forward. Hold baby with one hand if needed, if they're quite young and the neck isn't totally robust yet. Bringing one hand down, tap the tops of the feet, get any of that tension out of those feet. Okay, good. I want you to tuck under those toes again. I want you to stand up tall this time. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take a gate pose, stretching a bit deeper into the side body now. So we're going to start by extending that right leg out to the side of us and having those right toes facing forwards as much as you can. If the toes are a bit more on the diagonal, don't worry. Just do what feels best for your body. Okay. So we're going to have our right leg extended out to the side. On an inhale, I want you to start to crawl your right fingertips down the outstretched right leg. Inhale, we're going to bring our left arm over our head, push into our left hip gently, and keep walking the right fingertips down towards the right ankle as we stretch deep into the left side of our body. We can either gaze up towards the left hand or we can gaze down towards the right foot. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, lovely. And as we come off that exhale, I want you to crawl those right fingertips up, drop that left hand down, and bring the right leg back in to meet the left knee. Good. Other side, hand on the right hip if it helps. We're going to extend and straighten that left leg out to the side this time. Keeping the left toes pointing forward as much as you can. We're going to inhale, and as we raise that right arm all the way up, we're going to start to crawl the left fingertips, the left fingers down towards the left ankle. Keep stretching deep into that right side body here, leaning all the way over with the right arm, feeling a deep opening in this left outer hip this time. Gazing down towards the left toes or maybe up to the right hand for 1. Exhale, last time. Inhale. Exhale to release. Bring the right hand down, back to the side. Crawl the left fingertips up. Bring the knees back together. Good. From here, mamas, we're going to tuck under our toes. See if we can bring ourselves all the way straight up to stand. If you have a piece of furniture around you or a wall, use that to help get you up. We're going to see if we can bring ourselves all the way up to stand. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take a mountain pose, Tadasana now. So at the top of your mat, I want you to stand with your big toes touching one another. We're going to roll our shoulders up towards our ears and then squeeze the shoulder blades behind you as you have your palms shining forwards. Here I want you to lift your pelvic floor, and as you do, you're tilting your pelvis forwards. I also want you to squeeze that lower abdomen, squeeze that area of the mummy pooch. And as we are lifting and squeezing lower abdomen and our pelvic floor, this is engaging Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. So those two areas are locked and strong throughout this yoga practice. Good. Close over the eyes here. We're going to keep those deep breaths flowing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You are strong, grounded and rooted like a mountain. You are rooted and stable, come what may, no matter what life throws at you at the moment or how you're feeling in your emotional and mental body. Just know that you are grounded in courage, in strength and resilience. Last inhale here. And exhale, lovely, well done. From here, mama, I want you to step your left foot back behind you and just stay on your left toes. We're going to take a high lunge position. So we've got 90-degree bend in our right leg. Our left leg is stretched out behind us. I want you to see if you can inhale, bringing the arms all the way up to the sky. Looking towards those hands, looking towards the sky. Strong in your legs here. For 1, 2, 3. Lovely. From here, let's rotate that back foot 45 degrees. We're going to transition into a warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. We have a 90-degree bend still in our right leg. And we're going to see if we can spot that right toe poking just to the outside, just to the left of our right knee. Looking down towards the right knee, can you see that right toe poking out? Is there an equal line of energy between the right middle finger and the left middle finger? Do you feel strong and stable here as we tuck that pelvis under? Good. Holding this beautiful warrior 2 for another 2 deep breaths. Strong and stable in those legs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Let's flip those palms up to the sky. Lean forwards with the right hand. Taking a reverse warrior this time. We're going to have our left hand down towards the left knee. And then the right arm is up towards the sky. Look to the right hand. Good. From here, keep the legs as they are. Move the arms up and then interlace those fingers behind you, pushing the heels of the hands together as we send those thumbs down past the tailbone, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, gaze to the sky. Exhale. We're going to take a humble warrior. So if your leg is secure in your sling, then you're going to stay. And you're going to keep the arms as they are and lean forwards. You might need, as I'm going to have to do, to grab baby. Make sure that their head and body is protected before we then lean down, bringing that right elbow to the inside of the right leg of the right knee. Hold baby firm and secure here. Hold baby firm and secure for 1, 2, 3. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back to warrior 2. I want you to bring your hands to a prayer position at your heart, or maybe this is holding on to baby like I'm going to have to do. And then I want you to rotate your hips towards the front of your mat. Bring the weight onto your front foot. And then transition into our standing balance, warrior 3. In this pose, we want to try and get our body into one straight line. So we're pointing our toes or maybe flexing them. We're gazing past our nose, holding this balance here, squeezing the lower abdomen, squeezing pelvic floor for 1, 2. Last breath, inhale. 3, lovely. As we transition out, we plant that left foot down behind us. We plant that left foot down behind us. And then I want you to step your left leg in next to your right. Good. Coming back to a mountain pose. Good. Inhale here. Bring those palms all the way back up. Exhale. Bring a prayer down the center line of the body. And from here, we're going to transition into tree pose. So another standing balance. From here, I'm going to turn so you can see me. In tree pose, you're either going to place your right foot just next to your left knee or left shin, or if you can go a bit higher, and you might need to use your hand to help you up here. It's harder if you've got socks on. You're going to stay here in your tree pose, a beautiful standing balancing pose. Either pushing the thumbs into the sternum, breathing deeply here, gazing at something on the wall, on the floor around you. This is your drishti point of focus. Keep gazing at this point and don't take your eyes off it. If you would like to develop and further, you can inhale, release that prayer, and just bring your arms up to the sky. Quite an empowering position to be in here. Really strong in your standing leg. Good. Inhale for 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Bring the hands to prayer above you and bring the prayer down the center line of the body. We're going to transition into a standing pigeon. So release your right foot from the inside of your left thigh. And we're going to see if we can come into a bent leg position with our standing left leg. I find it easier to push the thumbs into the breastbone here, but you may need to hold baby as well with one hand. See how you feel. Feeling a deep release into our right hip. The hips can really take a brunt of shifts and changes hormonally when we're postpartum, after we have experienced the plummeting hormones after pregnancy. All of that relaxing has left the system primarily, but is still circulating in those first few weeks after birth. Holding this standing pigeon pose deep into the right hip for another 2. 1. Lovely, well done, Mama. Come all the way back up to stand. Well done, just step out those legs slightly. Okay, other side. Let's come back to the top of our mat here, mountain pose Tadasana. From here this time, we're going to step our right leg all the way back, having that 90-degree angle in our left knee, having an outstretched leg in our right leg. I want you to inhale those arms all the way up now. Breathing deeply here as the arms are extended towards the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Inhale. Come out of this, straightening that front leg for a moment. Planting that right foot down behind us, 45 degrees. Taking warrior 2 arm. From here, just double check that you can see that left big toe poking to the inside of your left knee. Check there's an equal line of energy between left and right middle finger. Looking over the left middle finger, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. From here, let's flip those palms, leaning forwards. Taking reverse warrior now, keeping the legs as they are as we send that right leg, send that right hand down towards that right knee, leaning up, gazing up towards the left hand for 1, 2. Good. Exhaling. Coming out of your reverse warrior, preparing for humble warrior. So interlacing the hands behind the back, pushing the heels of the hands together, squeezing shoulder blades together, the chest is open. Inhale, gaze to the sky. Exhale, keeping the hands as they are, trying to send the hands over the top of the head. Or if baby's younger, neck needs supporting, bring the hands around baby to make sure they're secure before you send that left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Holding it here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Inhaling with your strong legs all the way up. Back through warrior 2. But I want you to rotate those hips towards the front again. Bring hands to a prayer at heart center. And as you're gazing towards the top of the mat, we're going to come through our warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So inhale, place the weight into the left foot. Come off the right foot, get ready to stand strong and balanced in your warrior 3. Holding baby secure if you feel like they're not secure enough here. Making sure both hips are facing the mat. Holding it here for 2 and 1. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale out of your warrior 3 back to your mountain pose. Well done. From here, we're moving through those couple of balancing postures. Tree pose to start with. I want you to inhale, put the weight into your right foot this time, either taking a slightly lower tree pose with the left foot down towards the right knee or shin, or using your hand to help you if you feel like you can go a bit higher. And bringing the hands to a prayer at heart center. Pushing those thumbs into the sternum. Strong, rooted and grounded in your tree pose here. Find your point of focus. Your drishti, something, anything at all on the wall or the floor that you're going to keep your gaze on in this balancing posture. Good. Breathing deeply here, holding it here for another 2 and 1. Inhale. Exhale. I forgot to... And if you wanted to stay here for a couple of moments longer, as you bring those arms up towards the sky, strong and empowered here. Remember to keep squeezing that pelvic floor, the lower abdomen as often as you can remember, synchronizing it with those lovely deep breaths. Beautiful. So we're going to come out now. If you haven't already, bring prayer down that center line of the body. Release the left foot from the right inner thigh. Keep powering up that standing right leg. We're going to see if we can come into seated pigeon. So there's figure of 4 shape with those legs. We're going to bend into that right standing leg. Pushing those thumbs into the sternum. Sinking deeply into that left hip. Noticing how the left hip feels compared to the right. We were in this posture not too long ago. 4 more lovely, nourishing, deep breaths here. Remember, we're not here forever. Last breath, well done, mama. Good, inhale, slowly release. Walk up those feet for a moment. And from here, I want you to step your right foot out to the side. We're coming into a wide leg position with the legs. Okay, so we've got the legs pointing at a 45-degree angle on both sides. Bring those hands to a prayer at heart center. We're coming into goddess pose. Inhale here, strong legs. Exhale, we're going to bend into those knees. There's about a 90-degree angle with both knees. We're going to have the pelvis tucked under, so the pelvic tilt. Strong in those legs here. Squeeze the pelvic floor for another 1, 2. Good. Exhale and straighten the legs. We're going to come into another 2 rounds of this goddess pose. Inhale. Exhale to bend into the legs. Holding it for 3, 2, 1. And release. Exhale. Last time here. Well done, mama. You're doing really, really well. So we inhale. And we exhale to bend 90 degrees into those knees. Tuck the pelvis under. Squeeze pelvic floor for 3, 2, 1. And release. Well done. Give those hips a little wiggle. Get the life back into those legs. Release the hands. Good. Let's come and take a seat. Just be careful as you go. Okay, a little bit of core work, a little bit of abs. So we're going to go move into boat pose now. I want you to bend into your knees, place the soles of the feet on the earth. Bring the hands back behind you. We're going to see if you can lift and point the right leg. So we're leaning backwards, slightly bent elbows. Squeezing the core here, squeezing and pointing that right leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale. Release. Other side, left leg points. Squeeze that lower abdomen. Squeeze the left leg. Point the toe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bend into those knees again. Place the soles of the feet on the earth. Okay. We're going to add on a little bit now and see whether we can lean back just onto those sit bones, leaning backwards, pointing the toes, bringing the knees in. So you're either going to stay here with the toes just kind of bracing the earth as you hug baby close, or see if you can actually extend and straighten those legs. Now remember, if your core is still feeling very raw, very tender, like it's not ready for this, then don't do this. Okay, you're just going to stay, knees bent, hugged in towards you with the tops of the toes on the earth, and just stay there because you can feel that core activation happening. If you want to add on a little bit, you're going to straighten either 1 or 2 legs, holding it here for 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring those feet back down. Okay, good. From here, for our final posture of this quick baby wearing practice, we're going to take Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana is butterfly pose. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And we're going to see if we can sit up tall by bringing those heels in towards the groin, placing those thumbs just to the underside of your feet and trying to prise those feet open like a book while you're keeping their little toes connected. So we're going to see if we can grow tall, send those shoulders down and away from the ears. Bring your awareness once again to that pelvic floor region, squeeze and hold that pelvic floor in. Double check again that the jaw is nice and relaxed here. Resuming those super focused deep breaths that we started while in Japanese pose at the start of class. While you're moving through postures, through the asana, it's easy to lose sight of your breath. And only once you're still and seated can you sometimes gain that super focused awareness of what's happening with those inhales and exhales. So noticing now as you sit here in this final part of the class, how you are feeling physically, mentally and emotionally since the start of class when you tuned in and checked in with yourself then. Just your daily reminder that you are doing an amazing job, Mama. Caring for a baby is not easy or straightforward. It's full of so many highs and lows. And you are only just on the other side of a tremendously momentous occasion. I think a new life takes much of you. But slowly and surely you have the strength and the permission to come back to rebuilding yourself physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in your own time, taking one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, getting to know this new version of yourself as you wear the hat, the most privileged and beautiful but demanding hat of mother. So thank yourself today for showing up. Thank yourself for giving yourself permission to take this act of self-care, this yoga class today, while still keeping your baby close, nurturing your baby. A gratitude to your body for moving today. A gratitude for this day, for this opportunity to be a mother to this beautiful soul that chose you as their own. Feel that gratitude permeate every cell in your body. And slowly, if you haven't already, just blink those eyes open. Bring the awareness back in. Allow the light to adjust into your eyes. So thank you, Mama, for joining me today for this baby wearing short practice. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you again for joining me. Namaste, beautiful Mama. You're doing an amazing job. Take care. All my love.